You talked earlier about that record low approval rating for President Biden. It's actually 6 points down just since February. And the skepticism over his leadership extends deep inside his own party. Only 36% of Democrats think that their party should nominate Joe Biden for a second term. 58% say they would support someone else or prefer someone else. That does spill over into the head-to-head matchup, the hypothetical rematch, Trump versus Biden. Right now, a 7-point edge in our poll from in Trump leading Biden. And in fact, it's an identical number with Ron DeSantis in a head-to-head that might happen next November.
That's right. The latest ABC Washington Post poll shows that Biden is not doing well and is deeply unpopular with Americans, including Democratic voters who would prefer that the Democrats nominate someone else rather than Biden. Now, before we get to some more on Biden, including his campaign's response to this poll, which is pretty devastating for him. Let's dig a little deeper into the ABC poll, which found that 63% of respondents say Biden does not have the mental sharpness to serve effectively as president, up from 43% in 2020 and 54% a year ago. A similar 62% say Biden is not in good enough physical health to be effective. Now, when it comes to Trump, here's what the poll finds. Trump would be 78 in January 2025 at the time of the next inauguration. But in contrast to Biden, most Americans, 54% say he is sufficiently sharp mentally to serve as president, and 64% say he is physically fit enough to serve, which I don't agree with that, right? Like, I get if you're gonna compare Trump to Biden and try to choose who is better mentally, physically, I guess you'd go with Trump, but Trump's not all there either. Like,
yeah. So Trump has had similar moments to Biden where he seems dazed, confused, says weirdly wrong things. But does he look sharper than Biden overall? Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And I think trying to deny that reality isn't gonna help anyone. Is he mentally fit? No, well, there's a catch there. He was never mentally fit to begin with. He was always so preposterously unintelligent that even if he's slipping into dementia, it's hard to tell because he started at such a low point. So if you say to me the mental competence of Biden or Trump, I'm still gonna take Biden because Biden started so much higher than Trump did that even if Biden dropped a lot and Trump only dropped a little, Trump's still at like 20 IQ points or whatever.
So they're both unfit. They're both unfit. It's egregious that we're gonna be stuck with the same candidates in the next election, very likely.
It's totally unacceptable. Well, I've got a thought on that coming up in a second too. But look, guys, just you saw him say we should inject bleach into our body to cure COVID. The guy is just bragging about how mentally fit he is. He thought we should nuke a hurricane. It would spread the radiation to the whole country. He's so unbelievably mentally unfit to begin with.
I'm remembering this correctly, right? He also thinks that windmills give you cancer?
Yes, the noise from windmills give you cancer, and that our stealth fighters are invisible to the naked eye like Wonder Woman's jet.
Like literally invisible.
Literally invisible. No, it's invisible to radar, you moron. Okay, anyway, so.
I gotta give you a few more results from the poll and then jump in, okay?
All right, but I want to comment mainly on the poll, go ahead.
Okay, so Rick Klein mentioned in the video that we just played that Biden's approval rating is catastrophically low, like approval rating. Let's get to those numbers. So Biden's overall job approval rating stands at 36%, down from 42% in February, and about the same as the previous low of 37% in a post-ABC poll conducted in early 2022. I saw a headline today indicating that at this point in his presidency, he has set a record for the lowest approval rating.
That's right.
Jeez, okay, a little more. Biden inherited from Trump an economy badly damaged by the coronavirus pandemic, but the public sees the former president as a better economic steward than the incumbent. In the poll by 54% to 36%, Americans say Trump did a better job handling the economy, when he was president than Biden has done during his presidency so far. And we're gonna give you a statement from the Biden camp in response to this poll in just a moment, but Cenk, take it away.
Okay, so if you watch mainstream media, everyone's describing this poll in the same way. Shocking, jaw-dropping.
It's not that shocking.
Yeah, and well, that's exactly where I'm going. If you watch the Young Turks, though, you're not at all shocked by this poll. Because we already told you that Biden's popularity, because we can read numbers. Wow, we're such great journalists. But all the other journalists in Washington, incapable of reading numbers, they're so biased, they literally can't see straight. So all this time we've been telling you how unpopular Biden is because we're seeing all the polls. And we told you that Trump is not at all unpopular within the Republicans, while they had already written him off, remember months ago, oh, DeSantis is gonna win, Trump's a has-been, etc. And we told you, no, that's not true at all. No, Trump still has an excellent chance to win the Republican primary. He's still a favorite. And then we told you he's still favored over Biden. And when we said, oh yeah, you guys are crazy. Oh, Biden has passed all these bills. And Biden is so successful, one of the most successful presidents. In fact, I got into a debate like that just 2 weeks ago on News Nation, on Chris Cuomo's show, with a Democratic consultant who was like, how dare you? One of the most successful presidents ever. Dude, look into glasses, okay? And by the way, that's why you can trust us. We don't want Trump to win. I hate Trump, okay? It would be an absolute monstrosity if he won. It would be disastrous. But it doesn't mean I should lie to you about poll numbers.
Exactly.
And it's not gonna help you to lie about poll numbers. Our job is to be honest with you. And Pretty Little Lies is how Trump got into office in the first one. Oh, Hillary Clinton's so popular. Oh, people love Hillary Clinton. She's definitely gonna beat Trump. You remember those BS lies?
I do. In fact, when I think about the Biden campaign, I can't help but see the meme of the dog sitting in a room that's on fire and it just says, this is fine, right? But it's not fine. This is, if the Democratic Party is genuinely concerned about Trump becoming president of the United States again, maybe they should reconsider propping up an incredibly unpopular incumbent president who is seeking re-election. But Biden's camp just rejects the findings of this poll. Kevin Munoz, who is a Biden campaign spokesperson, said this: the president's agenda sent him to the White House in 2020 with more votes than any president in history and helped deliver the best midterm performance since FDR.
There you go. I mean, they all say the same stupid talking points.
No, but hold on. I also want to just quickly note, when it came to the battleground states, because remember, elections are not decided by a popular vote. They're decided based on the Electoral College. And when it came to the battleground states, Biden barely eked out a win.
It was, depending on the numbers you look at, 43 or 44,000 votes, so about the same thing in 3 states, that's it. I mean, that is razor thin. Trump won by a bigger margin against Hillary Clinton. He won by 76,000 votes in 3 swing states. So, guys, those swings, tiny amount of votes in those swing states is deciding these elections. And right now, those votes are going massively against Biden. Not necessarily for Trump, but against Biden. Okay, DeSantis beats Biden by the same number that Trump does, okay? But everyone in Washington is like, no way, because the alternative might be a progressive. No way, they would 10,000 times rather lose to Trump than have a progressive beat Joe Biden in a primary. Or the idea that someone in power should be primaried, to them that's an even bigger anathema. No, the powerful must always remain in power and there should never be any challenge. All right, last things here. So when we talked about how Biden had the lowest approval rating ever here at this point in his term, Trump had a similarly low 36% approval rating at different times in his administration, which goes to Anna's point. Why is our only 2 choices, 2 people, 2 politicians that the country basically anywhere from has disdain for to despises? Yet everyone in power says, no, you're not allowed to have any other choice. Well, wrong. Here's what I'll guarantee you. A bigger primary is coming against Biden. I guarantee it. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. I really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.